why am I still seeing a bunch of African Americans running around talking about somehow the Africans and Caribbeans want to replace them? They want a destiny swap. Like,
we have so many inventions, so many things that we've created. We've created all the music genres. We've created so much fashion, so much cooking.
Are really African indigenous features. You think you have strong cheekbones because you're Cherokee, but it's no, because you're Yoruba. You think you have a straight nose because you're Seminole.
Fear. This is the things we face in Europe every single day. I mean, me, I had quite a good environment because my family, my father, he has a big house, so we have more apartments in the house. So
there is a white lady who is saying that Africans do not know what they have, and all the time they rather prefer running to Europe. All the time Africans want to run to Europe, America, and all these countries, but we don't know what we have as a people. And there are some African Americans that are bashing FBA or all the time making it look like Africans hate them and they don't like Africa and all these kind of things that they all the time say. And there is one African who has traveled to Europe and he's sharing with us his experience, and Charlie, it is funny. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Let's go into the videos. Look, watch, come back and talk.
People in Africa, they don't know Africa is gold. They don't know. I get tears in my eyes when I think about this, because here you have good food, good weather. Even if you don't have money, you can still sleep somewhere. You have people who will, like, if you get trouble, people, they will help you. In Europe, if you're alone in a big city, no one will help you. You can just die on the street. Nobody cares, because all people, they just focus on themselves. But it's normal. They must focus on themselves, or else they will end up the same. But Africa is community. You know, this is a big difference. So that's why also this girl, she say, before I come to Europe, I never know what is depression, anxiety, fear. This is the things we face in Europe every single day. I mean, me, I had quite a good environment because my family, my father, he has a big house, so we have more apartments in the house, so I could stay there. But people who maybe don't have this luck, they need to rent, because houses also in my country, together with the land, are very expensive. This we are talking about, let's say you pay for a house 200,000 euros plus for the land. So it's a very, very stressful life, you know, and taxes are big, everything.
You know how I know that someone's uncultured? When I complain about my life and they're like, think about the people in Africa. Are you dumb? There are some people in Africa that live in mansions and live a whole lot better life than me. There are people in Africa who live off of generational wealth. How you gonna forget that Africa is a whole ass continent?
Mona see me, there is a one that shall never end. Now today I really understand and say one that shall never end. See me Oyibo. See the account where they use, the bank account where they use it, to they give me problem. I don't like her. So today I can't book appointment for one account, for one bank. Now today now they give me the appointment. I don't already open the account there, everything there. Now I can't go there. The woman can't put the account. It don't put the account finish now. Now I can't go. Call ask me say whether I get family for this country. Now I said no. I can't say whether I get friends. I can't say now only one friend now I get for years. Say I don't get that chance. Say not be friend now I can't find. Normally me true not be friend I can't find. Now money I can't find because me not come abroad. Now make money go back now. So she can't tell me now say if I get the information where they want bury me put, because I don't get family for yet. And I don't know whether in Nigeria they go bury me put or they'll bury me for you. Me I was so confused. Now back I can't open. You are asking me about. I can't confuse you more. Now I can say me I don't understand. He said for that reason I will start to save €2.18 every month so that they will come out for my account. Now I say come out and do waiting. Say they want use and take back gasket. Like I was so frustrated because now my money I wanted the back gasket. Now I can say gasket for what? He said the gasket, say in case fed they'll put their mama for the gasket. Say if my enemy give that were 80 cents where they save, so where they save every month, they will give my friend so 15,000 naira, make they take do naira for their papa. I was so shocked.
Second question.
You are doing my funeral when I'm still alive. You start saving money for burial. Do you ask me if I'm making Oyibo? Do you ask me that I don't shop? Ebo want to kill me before my car. Ebo agbe mo. If you don't want to work any day, Ebo need to pay coffee. I should come and be paying money for coffee. Oyibo, do you ask me if I'm meeting? That is a group beletted that coffee. I was so shocked. Right now, I don't even know. It's like I'm mad. I should start saving 80 cents every month for my casket and for the Oyibo. That's what they do for this country. That's what they do. So person they prepare to the day we go there.
Okay.
Nigeria government, when I can see. Nigeria government, they are Tinubu, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, they are praying with your citizen.
Why am I still seeing a bunch of African Americans running around talking about somehow the Africans and Caribbeans want to replace them? They want a destiny swap. Like, y'all gotta stop with the spiritual buzzwords, bro. Like, nobody is trying to destiny swap with us, bro. Nobody wants to take our position over here. We have the worst position in America. Why would anybody want our position, bro? Like, we literally have the worst position in America. We get treated the worst out here in America. Why would any other country, why would any other race of people who share the exact same skin color as us want to replace us in a country in which we are treated the worst? Like, y'all gotta start using y'all brains, bro. But this is not, you know what I'm saying? I feel like when I tell y'all to use our brains, it's literally asking too much. Because at the end of the day, you guys all supported Tariq Nasheed just for him to take your FBA money and he went to Africa and started eating jollof rice and shit, bro. Like, y'all niggas is just dumb, bro. Like, stop it, bro. Just stop it.
And this person came in my live stream and they was like, are you a FBA? I said, what's that? They said, are you a foundational Black American? I said, who's asking? Because it sounds like you trying to say I'm the queen or something. I felt like I was at the top of the hierarchy. I don't know. Should I start a war or what? But they really was saying, were you brought here or did you bring yourself here to America? Like, can you leave me alone, please? I don't have time. I don't have time for the bullshit.
We as Black folks got all this money, right? But none of the happiness, and we don't know who we are. We got all this money, throw the money in our hands, but we don't know who the fuck we is. We don't know what tribe we come from. We moving around, jealous, hating each other, killing each other. And then I'm at the supermarket, everything is peaceful. Right. You know what I'm saying? And they working together. We over here not working together, but we got all this money in our hands. We just like rich fools for real. You know what I'm saying?
Everything I've heard about Africa from young, it's like they programmed us to not ever want to go back and see. But because of social media, now we get a chance to see. And he was like, wait a minute, why does that look like New York? Over there, it's like, wait a minute, Nigeria has a place that looks like San Francisco. I want to go see all of that.
I've been to Nigeria and South Africa and Mauritius so far. And I don't think I touched the surface of what Africa has to offer. All African countries, they're not the same. They offer so many different things. So Africa is a continent.
Exactly.
And I think it's important for people
There's
to know
several
that Africa
countries
is the
within
largest
there.
continent on the planet. We have this idea that Africa is the smaller continent. There's no way.
It's the largest and the richest continent on the planet. And even within the countries in Africa, there's hundreds of tribes. So even the Black people are not the same. Where we come from, we see Black people as a monolith. People have different tribal traditions and ways of celebrating. It's amazing to see.
There's also a lot of talk about identity and who is who and what is what. Why don't you just let somebody be who they want to be? Why, when a Black American tells you, oh, I'm Black American, you have to say, oh, no, you know you come from Africa. You know you this, you know you that. But what if my genealogy says nothing about Africa?
Someone judging me, worry about my life, now I live in it.
Okay.
So the third issue with calling ourselves African American is that the very term itself takes credit away from Black Americans and outsources credit to a continent that we didn't come from and that we've never been to. Now, we have so many inventions, so many things that we've created. We've created all the music genres. We've created so much fashion, so much cooking. Like I said, so much modern day technology we use today was created by Black Americans. But yet when we talk about our achievements, we put the word African in front of it. Hold the fuck up. This ain't got shit to do with Africa. They didn't create this shit. They didn't build this shit. So why are we outsourcing? The very word itself is outsourcing and giving credit to a group of people who didn't do what the fuck we did. That's problematic in and of itself.
What's so funny, actually, like one of the funniest parts of y'all saying that y'all indigenous to America and not of African descent, those features that y'all think y'all got from being native to America are really African indigenous features. You think you have strong cheekbones because you're Cherokee, but it's no, because you're Yoruba. You think you have a straight nose because you're Seminole, but it's because you're Igbo. You think your family is dark skinned with straight loose hair because you're native, and it's because you're Malagasy. Granted, some of us look the way we do because we are multi-ethnic and racial, and we do get some of our features from our indigenous ancestors, and we do get some of our features from our African ancestors. But y'all thinking that y'all look like a split image of Sacagawea is killing me.
Why do we have a Martin Luther King Jr. Day but not a Malcolm X Day? Is it because Malcolm X was pro-Palestine and Martin Luther King Jr. was pro-Israel? Just asking questions.
We have a Martin Luther King Jr. Day because the U.S. government was able to sanitize him. After he was killed by the U.S. government, they watered down his message and turned him into a safe symbol. They focused on the I Have a Dream speech while ignoring that he called capitalism exploitative, he opposed the Vietnam War, and he said America owed black people reparations. So, therefore, he became easy to celebrate without changing the system. There is no federal holiday for Malcolm X because Malcolm X never played that game. He openly called out white supremacy, U.S. imperialism, capitalism, and colonialism. He spoke about self-defense, black independence, and international human rights. You can't turn that into a feel-good holiday without exposing the lies that this country is built on, and it is built on oppression. Also, holidays aren't decided by who matter more, they're decided by power, because white conservatives and liberals alike were way more comfortable honoring a version of MLK they could rewrite. Malcolm X, on the other hand, he refused to be rewritten. So the real answer is simple if you ask me. MLK Day exists because America could pretend it agreed with him when America actually killed him. Malcolm X doesn't have a day because he told the truth too directly. And lastly, Malcolm X would not align with the American empire that killed him and then tried to turn him into a cute holiday. The same system he said was built on oppression can't suddenly act like that it honors him without changing anything he opposed. The American empire does this way too often. It takes black radicals, black revolutionaries, drain their message, and then celebrate them once they're no longer a threat to the system. Malcolm X wasn't about symbolic politics. He was about self-determination. He was about anti-imperialism, anti-capitalism, and calling power exactly what it is. A holiday without justice is just performative, and Malcolm X hated performative politics.
I think that a lot of y'all are watching Speed's Africa tour and y'all not really watching it for real. Speed's not just going to Africa to just run and chase lions and do all these yippee-ki-yays and tricks and all this other shit. He's going to Africa to shine light on the real African experience. He's trying to portray, he's trying to break that stereotypical barrier that they put on Africa, that Africa's like this and just huts and all this shit. And he's really giving y'all a raw, uncut, the love, the community, the unity. He's really showing y'all the in-depth personality of what Africa is. But not only is he doing that, he's exposing the real truth of Africa. These colonizers are the problems. What they're doing to the country to hold these people back from their true potential and success. Y'all need to watch Speed streams with a different eye. Stop looking at it as what it is. Think of it from the lens of, oh nah, it's really everything is a hidden message. Whether they did it purposely by accident, it happened for a reason. Nothing is coincidental. Pay attention, y'all. Like, he's really smart if you think about it, because he knows so many of us want to know more about our African roots and where we come from. But a lot of us, let's be realistic. It's expensive to go a round trip all the way over there and come back. And there's so much chaos going on here. Most of us don't feel safe to travel. He's giving us a gateway to live that experience on what it would be like to go to Africa. These streams, us as black people, African descent, we need to watch these streams so we can plan our vacations in the future when everything gets back. Instead of going to these European countries, let's go back home.
It's come to my attention that a lot of people are shocked by how non-Black Moroccans treat Africans. I don't know what kind of marketing or PR some people think of North Africa, but a lot of North Africans treat Black people really badly, especially on the continent. I remember I had a 48-hour layover in Morocco, and it was one of the worst places for me to be. I did not feel safe there as a Black woman. And they made it clear that they don't see us like them. Like, my friend was told to go back to Africa in Morocco, and they were saying it in like a, do you know what I mean? It was giving like that kind of way. I think a lot of people need to understand the history of North Africa and the Arabization that's happened and the Arab slave trade, right? Like, somehow that often gets just kind of put to the side, but that happened for even a longer period of time than the European slave trade that most of us know about. And I think this is also my issue with the whole POC thing. It doesn't actually address systemic issues that have happened and have been happening for a very, very long time and are still happening. Because when you saw that match between Senegal versus Morocco, they were booing them, they were throwing bananas at them. People have lost their lives because of that football game. So I'm not under the impression that we are all the same simply because in America or in the West, we're not white.
Speed going to Africa. And all the different clips I've seen him. I saw Speed with Shaka Bars. Hey, shout it out. I saw Speed with Shaka Bars.
He got no attention. He just in the cut too. I seen it too.
But hey,
I was gonna send that to you too.
Hey, but hey, that's beautiful to see. That's seeing Shaka Bars and Speed at Ethiopia is amazing to see. Yeah, it's amazing to see. Seeing Speed in Kenya and all these different countries within Africa is beautiful to see. You know why? Because there's a lot of little kids that's watching Speed that's being like, hey, nah, Africa's pretty cool. Oh nah, look at all this stuff. And Speed going, look how beautiful Ethiopia is. That's amazing to see.
And a lot of racism too.
Yep.
A lot of his fan base is hugely white. You know that for a fact. Mm-hmm. Especially in a year when they out there calling him the R word, end with the R and everything like that. Now they're seeing a real life experience. Oh, what does Africa look like?
Bro, Speed completed his Africa tour today, and on Twitch he averaged 40K viewers, 700K followers gained, 4 million hours watched, and he gained 8,000 subs on Twitch only. And then on YouTube, his primary platform, 100K average viewers, 700 million overall views. That's insane, bro. 3.7 million subs gained on YouTube. That's crazy, bro. His Africa tour is officially done, and these were his numbers. The crazy thing about Speed, in my opinion, is he can do it all alone. Like, there's streamers that do group content, that have celebrities or crazy people with a crazy following come on their stream. But bro, Speed is doing this all alone. I'm not saying he has never had people on his stream, but this specific tour in Africa, he didn't have anyone famous, no one crazy join him on the road. Nothing like that, bro. It was solely him in Africa, and these were his numbers, bro. It was crazy. Like, this picture alone tells you a lot, bro. Look at all these people, bro. This is in Ghana, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about I Show Speed's Africa tour.
I Show Speed is not coming back to United States. My boy is out there in Ghana getting massages from 8 different women. I'm talking about living his life as a young boy. And you gotta love it. I'm glad that these little young Black brothers finding a way and making a way for everybody else. And they doing it just off of showing your lifestyle. Salute.
And healers for the body.
I'm getting healed. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm getting healed.
Now let's keep it real, y'all. After me watching this and editing it, this kind of look like a little chant, doing some little voodoo ranger, some witchy, some gimme. I don't know, you get it though, right? We just be thinking so crazy because we over here. Why somebody say his eyes look like a lizard when he looked up? Let him live his life, y'all. Nigga jumping out of helicopter, pulling cars, racing people. Let him get a massage. Real, if you was lit like this, are you coming back to the United States? Comment down below, y'all let me know.
I Show Speed has officially ended his Speed Does Africa tour, and I couldn't be more happy. I watched him all 28 days, and Africa is now one of my top 2 favorite continents. It goes Asia, Africa. It is such a beautiful place, and it has changed the perspective of the world on what Africa and the people of Africa and the cities of Africa and what Africa truly is to the world. It is the most beautiful continent in the world. It has everything. And the people are so beautiful and so amazing and so talented and so intelligent and so advanced. I want to thank IShowSpeed and his heart to go and affect the change in the world for going to these 20 countries. Thank you, Speed. And he's going back. There are 55 countries on the continent of Africa. He's done 20. He's got 35 more to go. He's going to do a part 2. I'm never ready for those green apples. I don't know why, it just makes me sad. Thank you, Speed. I love Africa. And he is 100% African.
IShowSpeed's Africa tour is actually season 1. See, Speed is actually buying a house in Ghana. His mom is Ghanaian. He's Ghanaian. And although he is currently in Nambia and he is enjoying himself, and recently left Liberia where, again, he still enjoyed himself. I keep telling y'all, most of these places in Africa, they're going to be fun. They're going to be great. But I have to say, I really do appreciate how much time and energy has gone into his Africa tour. Because in an era where people love to say all kind of negative things about us, different parts of the motherland are shining, glistening. And Speed is doing an amazing job of not only highlighting what is happening there, but bringing us together. And that is the most important part. Because whether you from Zimbabwe, Nigeria, Cameroon, Liberia, Nambia, South Africa, or any of the numerous countries, barring the ones that, I need you to understand something. It's us. We all we got. And Speed shows y'all that if you rocking with me, I'm rocking with you. If you noticing me, I'm noticing you. We rocking together. So congratulations, Speed, on an amazing African tour. Cannot wait for season 2. Oh, and grown man, by the way. Don't believe me? Watch this. W Speed, man.
Am I the only one seeing all these videos of people watching IShowSpeed's tour in Africa? And these are grown-ass people just coming to the realization Africa is not all one big-ass fucking poverty-stricken plateau. There's no way y'all niggas are that dense. Cause I'm watching some of y'all niggas speak about Africa. Y'all speak as Africa is one place. You know how many fucking countries are in Africa? And I would say these niggas is joking. Some of these niggas is dead ass. I seen a nigga say, they dead got cars. The fuck you think they be doing, nigga? Horseback and camels, nigga? And like I said, there's so many damn countries, not everything's the same. But the fact that some of y'all think that nowhere in Africa had any type of advancement and everybody is just going around there chasing zebra and chucking spears, are we dead ass? Y'all don't feel silly saying shit like that? They have grocery stores? Since when? Nigga, what? That's some shit I expect from kids and children. Be on some dumbass shit like that. And I hate to use the word ignorant as an insult, because ignorant is just you not knowing, which is fine, unless you're unwilling to learn or just simply don't care. But y'all ignorant as fuck. Y'all too grown for this. Sometimes you might not know things. I generally think you get to a certain age, you have to start looking into shit yourself. You have to start expanding your knowledge. Open a book. Open a website. Read some shit you ain't never read about before. This shit is blowing me. I'm fucking with the tour, bro. Africa is so beautiful. So many beautiful places, bro. And this shit's been entertaining as hell. So shout out Speed.
The next time someone tells me, why do you not speak Arabic because I'm Somali? I'm fighting here. What do you mean I have to speak Arabic because I'm Somali? We are not Arabs. It has nothing to do with us. Yeah, I learned Arabic and I forgot how to speak properly. But please, next time, don't.
So listen, it is very true when it comes to Africans. It has become a norm now that an African child grows up or growing up, his dream or her dream is to travel abroad. His dream or her dream is to travel abroad, Europe, America, all these other places. To the extent that if some people do not even get Europe and America, they don't care going to the Middle East where many Africans are maltreated. They don't even care. They just want to travel out of Africa. And it's sad. This brings me back to this African boy or like this African guy that was complaining about his experience in Europe. Just imagine, he says he is going to be deducted that money for his what? His coffin. Lord have mercy. Meaning if he dies today, that money is going to be used to perhaps buy a coffin for him, bury him, or all the expenses that they are going to make. That's the money they are going to use. So he's just he just doesn't understand why these people, he's not dead, but they are saving up money for him when he dies. Like and this is like mandatory. This is not if you want to do it, like you can do it, and if you do like you don't want, you don't. This is mandatory. You know, abroad it is mandatory. You need to. You are required to. It's so funny. Seriously, it's so funny. Like you see the freedom that we have in Africa. You can never have that freedom abroad. That's the fact. You can never have that freedom abroad. And this African American talking about some African Americans making assertions that Africans are coming to America to take over their position or whatever. Like it doesn't even make sense. As the guy said, it doesn't make sense. Like what kind of position do you even have that we will be envious of and we want to come and take over your position? Like how like it's like the position is there and they are there, they are not taking it, so Africans will come and take it or what? Like you don't even get it. It doesn't make sense. Honestly, it doesn't make any sense to me. They should stop some of these things that they do, especially the FBAs. They should stop some of these things that they do. It doesn't make any sense. Africans don't hate them. All these whatever that you see, it's just online. You can come to Africa anytime that you want to come. You are welcome. Even your president, the FBA president, is in Africa. He came to Senegal. What are you talking about? You guys should just forget about all these social media stuffs and just, if you want to like visit Africa, feel free and visit. Thank you so much for watching.